Hello, I am sorry. It was basically last minute for me as well, so we are all in the same boat here. So hi, hello, how's it going? We're gonna try and be efficient today, as usual, but even more deliberately checking the things. Okay, good, I think. So let's get to it. Yay. So so here's the thing. Since it's already late. I don't know. Do we do VATSIM or attempt to do ATC, or do we just do we just see? But look at all of look at how many are online right now. Like, on one hand, I feel like we should try, but on the other hand, like, I am still recovering from last week and this weekend, so, which we'll get into. So I don't know. Let's find one that's potentially going offline. Have we really gone in here? I don't know if we really have. Plus, it does look like they've been on long. So, should we go there then? Did your first flight with Beyond ATC? It was awesome. Okay, excellent. Hello, how is it going? Thoughts, review, 24/7 ATC all over the world, and nice voices. Because again, that is the AI one, correct? So I have been curious about how accurate it is and how complicated it could then make things if it is not accurate. Do you know what I mean? So yes, I would be curious about a proper review. Kansas City, yes, that's what we want, right? That's inish the places. Ugh. Is this? I don't even know. Oh, by the way, I'm like really friggin' tired right now too. If I didn't already say that, and I certainly maybe have, because I'm tired. We could do this. I kind of want to do this since it's like right in between some airspace. It's got a mon, but I don't want to do the mon. So if we go from here, yeah, we go from here and we go there and then over there. Let's see. KSLN. To Russell or Hayes? KHYS. KHYS. That's a little far. Russell? KRSL. I like it. Please say it has a thing. Oh, VOR DME alpha. Boom. It's early access. Okay, don't expect too much. All right, but in comparison to P2ATC, do I know what that is? Used before. It's not too bad. Okay, should get better over time. Right. And again, like, because if it is that learning computery things, technology, that definitely makes sense. Okay. Very cool. Well, fun. I assume you're gonna do it again? And then we'll just keep getting, ooh, you know what? Sorry, I've just had a thought. I don't want to do that though. What if we go like this? Sorry, give me a second. Go like that. Ew. I don't want to do that. Oh, I want to do it. Also kind of looks like Aowen right there. So sorry. Sorry, P2 ATC. Pilot 2 ATC. Okay, sounds good. Okay, cool. Was it VFR or IFR? Because I would be interested to see like the differences there as well. K75. Ooh, and I guess that's an interesting thing to discuss. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Please, for the love of God, be over 50 miles. Oh, sorry. But then that's gonna be like the same issue because we still have to go. You know what? I'm gonna say we don't care tonight about the cross country because you know what? Hang on. Frick. Oh, wait, hang on. So if we just, ooh, Okay. Hang on. I have had an epiphany. Or maybe I haven't. I don't want to do anything in the MOA though. I'm trying to do the least amount of work possible by doing more work than necessary. KRSL. Okay, yes. And then shoot, the one, hang on. Well, do we just wait, no. Ah, muffins. Ooh, perfect. And then we go here. What? No. There. Think that's good? I think that's good. So go like that, and then we do that. And then once we get to here, then we do our procedure turn. So procedure not authorized for arrivals on, okay, so if we go all the way there, then we cannot go back around. But we're not going to go that far. We're going to go to this initial approach fix, out, procedure turn, back in, and yeah, good. Perfect. It is more IFR on the start. That makes sense. Should get VFR later. Okay, your flight was from Zurich to Amsterdam, LSZH to EHAM. Cool. And a SimBrief flight plan is the data that Beyond ATC reads and needs. Okay. I have not yet used SimBrief, but I feel like I have heard good things. Okay, were there any things that you particularly noted that either were particularly good or did need some work? Okay. So my one thing is I kind of want to, can we, I don't think so. I feel like we can't do that. No, I'm not going to make more work. It's going to be fine. 67 miles is not that much. 44 minutes. Yes, that's fine. We will be efficient here. And then, yeah. So, there, I assume, so brown means, there are no instrument procedures. So that includes the takeoff things, takeoff minimums and departure procedures. So don't have to worry about that. But I guess should look at the chart supplement. So looking at that, runway 1634, 3970 by 20 asphalt, runway 16 and 34 have trees, airport remarks attended, April to November, dawn to dusk, airport operating daylight hours only, deer on and in vicinity of airport. Clearance delivery phone, Kansas City, RTAC at that number. Radio aids to navigation, Salina. Yes, all of the things. Okay, sounds good. We're gonna hope for 1-6 straight out. Doesn't give us our weather, so we'll have to look. Then we're gonna go to the VOR, get onto Victor 244508. 3,900 is our minimum en route altitude. So we're going that direction. So 4,000 is actually fine. Okay, here we go. So reception, glide, minimum reception altitude is 4,500. So 6,000, I guess we'll go to. Yep. So that's that. If I watch Discord and we know it's early access, yes, it needs more work, but for the start, it's not too bad. Sure. And may know the software nowadays is finished at the customer. Fair. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Well, cool. I am curious to see where it goes. I'm glad that it's got a good start going. But yeah, I guess we really won't know everything until, yeah, it does get there. So very cool. When are you trying it again next? We need consistent updates. 6,000. Okay, so then we did that. We're looking at our VOR DME for Russell. Up to date. Vortac 110.4, approach course 076. Runway length is not available. Neither is the touchdown zone elevation because it is an alpha. Airport elevation is 1864. When local altimeter setting RC irrelevant. Circling not authorized to runways 3 and 21. So not to the grass. Sounds good. Missed approach, climb to 3,500, then climbing left turn to 3,700 via Hayes, radial 76 to CUTTE, 18.1 DME and hold. Frequencies, we'll get on VATSIM. Oh, darn it. They went offline. I'm not happy about that at all. Where were we? So it'll be 122.7 for that. So again, we're coming on the Victor Airway here. Is that 76? Yeah. So sorry. We're coming along the Victor Airway, and then once we hit the initial approach fix of CUTTE, which we will be on 76. So yes, it'll be the 18.1 DME. So at that point, we start our 2 minutes and then do a right turn to 301 degrees for 1 minute and then turn back around to 121 until we re-intercept the radial. And then our intermediate fix is Zoom D, and then our final approach fix is once again CUTTE at 18.1. It is only circling, so 2240. We are an alpha category aircraft. Have to be above 3,700 until after the procedure turn. 3,500 we need to be above by CUTTE again. 2840 we have to be above by Asobi 20.2. And then UGUG 21.9 is our missed approach fix, at which point at which point we would climb to 3,500, climbing left turn to 3,700, Hayes radial 76 to CUTTE. So coming here, Hayes radial to CUTTE, and then we would probably parallel or just teardrop it. And hold. Runway and identifier lights for runways 1, 7, and 3, 5, as well as medium intensity runway lighting for runway 17. 1, 7, 3, 5. Okay. Good. Flight plan, flight plan. Next 8 hours, home office. I'm a little lacking in the intellectual capacity at the moment. So does that mean are you doing that? Are you doing that for the next 8 hours? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry if I misunderstood something. I tend to do these things, and again, tonight is even worse. So I apologize. C152 light equipment is alpha. Departure, I don't remember. 45K. 45K off block. Gosh darn it. 0445 we'll go with. Altitude 6,000. 105 K's. En route time, I think we said 044, 0044, 0400. Route details. Oh, just kidding. Shoot. KRSL. Good thing we checked. KRSL via SLN. Victor 244508. Is that correct? Sorry. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's the other thing looks like good ceilings and visibility, so alternates should not be an issue. 244508. Did I get that right? Yes. Okay. New to VATSIM. Get out jail free card. Okay, November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 IFR C152 Light Alpha 45K. Let's double freaking check that. Yes, 45K. Gosh darn it. 45 Kilo 0445 Zulu, altitude 6. 105 Kilo Romeo Sierra Lima. Sierra Lima November, Victor 244508. New to VATSIM. Okay. Okay, question. How do I deal with that then? Did you guys see that? It said data error, route must be entered and can only contain alphanumeric characters, spaces, and slash. But so what do I put for this Victor Airway? You should do it as you get paid for it. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. So then do you have to like write up reports and stuff? And you need the money for the simming. Yes, exactly, absolutely. That's very cool. So how do you get into that then? Google Maps lists 45K. No, permanently closed. Does VATSIM care? Do we care? Gosh darn it. Well, I guess. Well, then maybe we definitely won't do VATSIM this evening. Or we just won't file the flight plan. Let me put that in there. And yes, 244508 is invalid. It's either. Which one do I choose then? 244 since it's the first one, I guess. Kilo KSLN KRSL. Hello, by the way. How is it going? VATSIM doesn't care. You can fly out of mixed field still. Okay, okay, sounds good. All right. All runways closed by NOTAM for certain operations. Runway closed to fixed wing aircraft more than 10,000 pounds. Expires June 30th, 2024. So, I guess not. Guess it's still alive and kicking. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. All right. That looks good, I think. Or Hong Kong Kai Tak closed decades ago. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. All right. So we will. We'll still file it, even though we don't have ATC. So 244 we're gonna go with. Ooh, okay, hang on. 508 eastbound, 244 westbound. Oh, that makes sense. And that's probably something that I should know too. So perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, how is it going? So the first number is for westbound. Second number is for eastbound. Question mark? Westbound. Okay. We'll go with that. 244. All right. It's thinking. We have filed. Yay! All right. Now our practice craft clearance. Paint. And that is good. Okay, perfect. And then home, like, wait, no, don't need that. So we are cleared. Our clearance limit is going to be Russell. The route we're anticipating flying is from 45 Kilo SLN Victor 244. And then, okay, Russell, leave some space. Expect 6,000 some minutes after departure. Frequency is going to be, so departure frequency, we got to check that out, I guess. CTAF there is 1229er. 122.7 for our destination. Transponder is going to be whatever they give us. I forgot about that and I'm so excited. All right, so that is our craft clearance prep. We'll come back to that when we are ready to get our clearance. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I got to start the sim. Starting of the sim. How come I don't have a final waypoint or route? Or you missed something? Hello. No, you're good, Manners. No, it's okay. I end up whenever you guys start talking and I just like immediately, you're part of the conversation. I don't greet until like halfway through responding. So yeah, so that's the chatters at you, and then suddenly greets you. That's what that is. What do you mean? Oh God, what did I do? Are you talking about this? Um, so uh, if you're talking about this, we have our arrival here. So we have our departure, our arrival, and then this is just the route in between, if that's what you meant. Hello, how is it going? I hope you're well. How are things? What you been up to? Yes. So if that's not what you meant, let me know. Okay, so I guess since the sim is starting, I will try to breeze through some of the story times. In order to do so, I have to look at my logbook because I don't freaking know. Last 30 days. When did we meet last? Yes, that is what that is. So, did... We talked about that already, didn't we? Oh, no. When did we see each other last? Well, I might have... No, that's... Okay, well, I guess maybe that is a thing. Did more pattern work with, one student. I don't remember. All of the days are running together. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, so I guess, did more pattern work with one of my students, and he had his first landings, if I didn't say that already. I think we must have talked about the first takeoffs, but he also had his first landings too. So, yay! And that went pretty okay. Didn't have to do much. Except, yeah, maybe give, like... It is. Telling them to, like, bring more, like, the yoke back. Bring the yoke back a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then, I mean, it's a good thing that they don't yank it back. Or at least this student didn't, like, yank it back. But it's also, like, you need to add that little bit more in. So then I have to, like, bring a little bit more in. But, yeah, no. It was like the most minimal amount. And it was still pretty smooth, and his patterns are getting a lot better. He seems to be getting more confident in the aircraft and with the aircraft. So yeah, so that was one, and then I went and did a cross country by myself, and may or may not have raced just a little bit of weather. It wasn't close at all, but it was funny. It was one of those things where I had somewhere I wanted to go, but there was weather coming in, so I, like, beetled down to it, and then, like, went boop, and then beetled back, like, running away giggling like a child. So yeah, that was fun. Never seen Waypoint, Airway, and no Waypoint. Oh, after the Airway. Maybe you've missed something that far. Ooh. So so now I'm trying to remember, cause I mean, so I could say to CUTTE, which is the initial approach fix, but that isn't. Oh, that's not what I want. That's an excellent question that I didn't think about. Because, I mean, oh, Master Chief's talking about it, so I'll read that in a little bit then. Good, excellent. Me, I am also good. I am rather exhausted, but that is how it is right now. So I apologize for all of the things in advance. Oh, for the love of God. like now, I have to restart the sim because I didn't turn any of my things on. I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of flying recently, because, well, I'll get to that. I'm trying to get a certain amount of hours in per week. And it has changed recently. I was trying to get more in than I could right now. So I'm glad that I readjusted my goal, and I'm hoping that that will allow me to be a little bit freer in things. So yeah, we'll see. Very possible, not typical for airliners in and out of large airports, of course. Basically means your route terminates at some point along the airway and you'll proceed with an approach procedure visual. Okay. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. 4-5K is definitely open. Google Maps goofed up. This runway is only 20 feet wide. Oh God, I'm trying to think. Cause like you say that, and I'm just like, I don't know. Is like 30 feet typical? That is something that that is something I should be more aware of. What on earth? There. Oh. Oh God. Okay, hang on. Let me look at airports I've flown out of before. What is typical? Oh no. Okay. Wait. I gotta look at the AFD for this one. That doesn't really tell me anything. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll see. Oh God. We're just taking off, so it should be fine, right? What do I fly now? How many hours I have so far? If you don't mind me asking. I'm currently flying. I don't mind you asking. That's okay. If sorry. If I'm ever not comfortable answering something, I let you know. I apologize profusely, but I'll let you know. I'm currently flying a 150. Sometimes some 172s. Hopefully my home airplane soonish again. Hoping to do some low wings soon to get some more hours in there. And very, very recently, that's one of my story times, I hit 500 hours. So, yay. I can finally stop saying I'm coming up on 500 hours and just say 500 hours. So, yeah, that's where I am at right now, and I need my 1,000 more. You took your friend's wife up today to help convince her to let her husband buy a plane. And how did the convincing go? I hope well. Fingers crossed. That's awesome. Was it a good day for it, I hope? 20 feet. Can you even paint the numbers on that? Oh God. I'm like really nervous. Well, frick, wait, that's skinnier than a plane, isn't it? Okay. Historically, I'm very bad at distances. So I'm still working on that as a commercial pilot and CFI. It's terrible. I know. Congrats, thank you. Aiming for ATP. Yes, at this point. I wasn't thinking so, but like it is. It's becoming a thing. And I'm kind of excited about it cuz whichever I go for, like I started getting excited for it. Well, I started warming to the idea when number one instructor went for his big boy job at the airlines. And then I'm starting to get kind of actually excited about it. Now that friendstructor is at his big boy job. And yeah, so yeah, we'll that is kind of the plan, that is kind of the aim, that is kind of the goal. But I am enjoying the instructing. So it is. It's like the instructing is first, and like actually getting my hours is kind of second. So yeah. Yeah. What am I doing? Track. I'm so sorry. Center. Center? Perfect. Okay. And you have flown off a 20-foot wide runway before? How was it? I need details. You think she sold on it? Yes, it was pretty windy, but not too bumpy. Good, excellent. See, and that's the thing, is if it doesn't really matter how windy it is, but if it's even like the littlest bit, because that's a word, it is now, the littlest bit bumpy, then I just feel so bad, because I don't know how that's affecting them, and I don't know how they're feeling and stuff. So yeah, 20-foot wide is just landing on a nice driveway. I've also never landed on a driveway, so oh no. Oh gosh. Hello, by the way, how's it going? Well, I guess we'll see. A parallel the Holdipus sighting on YouTube. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. What happens if I go to it? Hey! He is there. I love it. Oh, he's gigantic. Well, he's not gigantic, but he's a large one. That makes me happy. I like it. That's awesome. Thank you. Hi, by the way. How's it going? Narrow runways make you good at holding the center line. Oh, if only I was good at holding the center line. Oh no. ATV is gonna be fun. Definitely worth it. And I get. I can. Oh no. Shoot. Hang on. I have to adjust this a little bit. I hope that works and stays. Oh, well, this is a wonderful view. Should we fly like this the whole way? This will work, right? This is a view I have not. Oh, now it's. Oh, whoa. Oh, God. Oh, now I'm getting airsick. Hang on. Hang on. I'll save it. I'll save us all. There we go. I did. I talked quite a bit with. I had certain hesitations that I brought up with friendstructor, and he basically talked me out of all of them. So it's like I'm basically kind of sold at this point. So I don't know. I mean, I do, and I'm letting it kind of like happen as it happens. But I guess it is something to look forward to and plan for, and make sure I'm actually getting the right amount of hours in for. I think I need that in the background on my stream. Well, don't I need to like 3D print the actual nightmare version though? Cause it needs the beak. And yes, that would be good. He and Chicken will be besties. The struggles of flight sim, right? Oh gosh. Oh, and then I have to do this again. Gosh darn it. I'm so sorry. We are gonna get off the ground. I promise. Keep changes. Apply and save. Resume. All right. Hello. How's it going? How are you? Good to see you. Yes, but it is a good stand-in. That is fair. That is fair. I mean, okay. I have other things. They're not parallel, but I certainly do have other creatures that could be in the background, but I do try to hide stuff in the. You don't want to see like all the things that I have hidden, stuffed away just out of sight. That's not a creepy thing. It's just, it's a mess. Moving on. The nightmare must live. Yes, absolutely. He cannot just exist in dreams or nightmares. He must exist in the material world. And now I want Parallel the Holdipus to sing Material Girl. Another airport you've flown into has a 30-foot wide runway, and it isn't flat. Okay. And how did that go? Because that's another one of my stories. I flew into a runway, and it was a little bit sketchy. And then once I took off from it again, I did realize it kind of like dipped in the middle. So, yeah. How was your experience? Well, your sim partner was like that, had around 3K hours, never thought about ATP and big jets, decided to go for it just to give it a try, now happily flying part 121. Oh, okay. Can I ask, okay, so 121 is specifically the, I'm still not good with, like, the terms and stuff, but it is specifically, like, the airlines, like the big three and or the other things, right? Or is that also other things? Oh, there's a plushie. Okay, I'm looking. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. He's so cute. Like on one hand, I want him. Like I do. On one hand, I would want to like add things to him to make him more Perry-Lil the Hold-a-Pussy. Oh, that did not come out wrong at all. Or I'm okay, moving on from that. Um he's so cute though. I would not want to ruin him. I would just love him. He's so cute. Thank you for that. That just oh. Airliners, right. Okay. Excellent. Oh, well, wonderful. Uh so so did you know that that was always what you were going to do? And were you able to like swap stories and like nudge him like, yeah, it's going to be great. That's so fun. Got to time your lift off right. Right. Okay. Sounds good. I guess we'll I don't know if this one has any dips in it, but I guess we'll find out. Not exactly Garfield, but okay, fair. And oh, and the location was kind of cool. Good. Okay. That's always fun. Like yeah, even if it's like kind of a if you can make it into the runway and out of the runway, it yeah. And the location is awesome, then it doesn't matter. Kind of matters. It's a little bit. It matters just a little bit less. Okay. We'll quick do this. I'll get back to chat and then we'll get into the air and stuff. So, blast through pre-flight, but thoroughly. So first, okay, I just had a realization. I feel like I didn't forget this stuff, but I guess we'll find out. Well, this will be fun. These are all good. Check the hobs. Battery goes on. Pitot, nav, strobe, taxi, landing light. Light, beacon, light, taxi, landing. Fuel gauge, good. So again, we do our elf on the shelf bookends. So we start with our electronics. Then we do our liquids. We check our fuel quantity and quality. So we drain a little bit of fuel from here, drain a little bit of fuel from here. Take a look for that blue coloring, as well as make sure there isn't any sediment or bubbles on the bottom, which is indicative of water, which we don't want in our tanks. We check the quantity of our tanks, dipstick it, make sure our fuel caps are closed tight. Then if we have a belly drain, we check that as well, moving the rudder, my bad, and the nose wheel. And then we sump a little bit from in there. We check our oil. Speaking of checking oil, we actually check the oil. Good. We want it to be at least 5. And now I gotta redo this. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. Control this. Oh God, what have I done? There. Okay, sorry. So yes, liquids and then our flow. So static port, avionics vent, cabin vent, pitot tube, drain hole, fuel vent, leading edge of the wing, stall horn, wiggle the wing to make sure that it is attached to the fuselage. And then we do this bit, check 4 bolts, wiggle the rod, 4 bolts, connection, wiggle the rod, connection. Brakes, tire, antennas, fuel caps, elevator, connections, rudder. Give a little wiggle. It's gonna look like a big wiggle. Hello. Oh, I will do that. I don't know if I can do that right now without doing a bunch of stuff. So I will, if I forget, remind me. But hello, how is it going? Connection, elevator connections, rudder connections, not that big of a wiggle. Make sure, and then give it a little vertical wiggle to make sure it is attached to the vertical stabilizer. So many things tonight. Sorry. Connections, and then our trim tab. Make sure that's good too. And then chicken can do the other side. Finishes the flow. Then we come here and we leading trailing edge of the propeller at both sides. Air intake, exhaust port. 4 fingers or a fist for our nose wheel clearance. Shimmy damper. Make sure there's little to no movement there. And then we take a look there. Looks good. Okay, sorry. Going back. Hello, where are we tonight? You've got some time to hop in. Oh, okay. So we are, we're starting here. Oops. Sorry. Starting here. I'll just do the whole thing. SLN Victor 244 to KRSL. US East. Pinning. And hello, how's it going if I haven't already said that? For you, it was easy. You started fly VATSIM, got a touch of aim for airliners, and got there. Oh, that's so cool. So you started off with the sim. That's so much fun. And did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy it? Are you still flying? Has anyone here tried out Beyond ATC? Somebody was just talking about that. Are they still here? But yes, they said they liked it too. You're loving it so far as well? Okay. Because what was it like just today that it was early release? Had a Baron land on a short sod run. Oh no, runway with dew. Slide off into the sewage treatment fields when braking action was nil. Oh, that sounds horrendous. See, it is. There's all those things that come up. Like, I remember reading about, like, braking action and hydroplaning and stuff like that in the FAQ. But it doesn't come up often. So it can be one of those things that gets overlooked. And then you slide off into sewage treatment fields. Oh no. You go to work tomorrow. Sounds good. You're gonna head out. Have a great night. You as well. Sleep well. And have a good time. I hope at work tomorrow. And yes, I will try to be earlier and hopefully give more of a heads up on things. But it's right now. I'm still getting the hang of things and getting in the groove. So yes, I appreciate your patience with my hopping around schedule and such. So yes. Anyway, thank you. Sleep well. Good night. Good night. Good to see you as always, and hope to see you next week as well. You started civing in 2009. Still flying it. Still think it's a great thing to keep your skills sharp. Yes, especially when staying at home for too long. But since moved to US, haven't got a PC for sim yet. So definitely on your to-do list. Nice. Okay, sounds good. Do you have a timeline? Gotta get it in mind, in the brain, and then get it done. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't want to get ahead of you. But very cool. Well, I guess have you been like looking at like PCs and like parts and like the setup and everything? There's just so many options, and I just kind of got whatever I came across first. I did do some research. I don't know if I made the best choices, but it's working well so far. So yay. Okay, so we did all of that. We get in the plane. Fuel is on, trim for takeoff, circuit breakers, blah. Seat track back and nope, that's not what it is. Brakes, pedal test. Seatbelts on at all times. Exit out the doors to the left and right for now. Make sure they're shut and locked. No talking during takeoff and landing. If we lose power on rollout, we'll stop on the runway. And if it's below takeoff, below 1,000 feet, we'll land straight after takeoff. And below 1,000 feet, we'll land straight ahead. If it's above 1,000 feet, we'll consider turning around, landing back on the runway. I think it looked like fairly calm. Not calm, but like not too bad of wind. So it could be a potential. Yeah, sorry. Now it's the track back and lock chicken. Mixture full rich, throttle is slight, carb heat is in. Carb lever in. I don't know. I still get a little bit tongue-tied by saying carb heat in, because like carb heat in also sounds like put carb heat on, sort of. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. But carb heat in, lever in. This one does require primer, so we'll prime it. Clear. Just walk right through my wing, like not even under the wing. Dude just got a lobotomy by a wing. Clear prop. Not that you'd be able to understand that now. Boom. Turn that off for a second so I can get that on. 1229 and 1227. So we start 1229 and 227. Frequencies. Oh god. starting to get a little sleepy. I should say sleepier. 110.4, but also Salinas. So 110.4 and 117. Did I say 110.4? Oh God, this is not going to go well. 110.4. 0.2, I think it was. 0.1. Oh my God. Oh, it's already in. Wee. Sorry. Oops. Hello, 1 second. I'm just putting frequencies in. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Eugenie? Vivi! I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the follow, Surfer Mike 45. Hi, hello. How is it going? I will get back to chat. I just wanted to get all of the things together quick so that we can actually get somewhere. Because I assume you guys actually want to see some flying. And we will have a little bit of a flight. What am I doing? 152 is about-ish what we're gonna have. Totally probably should have gone the other way. So our course, yeah, it looks about like right there. And then the next course that we're gonna fly is 260. Sorry. Okay, so that is for remembering that that's what we're supposed to turn it to. Okay, so we got that. All right. Quick, get back to chat. PCs are pricey here a lot, and believe it or not, the first year paycheck is not that big to go out and get one right away. Fair, absolutely. Sounds good. Okay. Well, that gives you more time to find exactly what you want then. Yes? There we go. Positive thinking. Out here beheading linemen. He walked right through my wing. I had absolutely nothing to do with that. Multitasking, yes, attempting, but also not fully, again, intellectual capacitated. I can say that, right? That's grammatically correct, kind of. So that's going. All right. Oh, hello! Hello! I was trying to, like, wave to both. Yeah. How is it going? Surprise! We're going. All right, fine. Looking here, we don't have a METAR. Oh God, how far are we gonna have to look? Oh no. Salina! Kilo, Sierra Lima, November. The 7th at 0353 Zulu. We should be getting a new one, actually. The 200 degrees for our wind at 4 knots. So yeah, pretty calm. We will be taking off 1-6 then, so we can do a straightish out departure. 10 statute miles visibility, clear of clouds for our ceiling. 15 degrees Celsius for our temperature, 12 degrees for our dew point. Altimeter 2944 remarks, knock knock, Captain Horn with DoorDash Air here with the delivery for Caffeine Addict. I really need it. I really need it this time. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I know that's not countering the accusation of caffeine addiction, but I need it. Hello, how is it going? Sorry, 2944 remarks AO2 differentiates precipitation. Lightning, distant east. While we're flying west. Good, excellent. The thunderstorm ended 0256. Oh, and I guess this was like an hour old, so. Sea level pressure is 1096.2. Temperature 15 degrees. And 12.2 for our dew point. Awesome. 2944. I also apologize in advance. I feel like I'm getting sort of like a sore throat, so if I start losing my voice, hello! Because I'm not doing it any favors right now. Yeah, so all the apologies for all of the things. Does that jive? About 1300 for our elevation, 1246. That's within 75 feet, right? It's kind of up there, though. Oh. All right. Everybody gets the copter love. Sounds somewhat concerning. Okay. Did that. I guess we could pretend to do our clearance now. So, I'm not going to write it down. How's it going? Thank you. Just what you ordered. Perfect. All right. So we would call them up. I don't know who it is. It was Kansas City, right? Oh, shoot. You know what? We were going to go on VATSIM, weren't we? Connect. Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 connect. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Does not appear to be any controller providing clearance delivery services at your departure airport. Please squawk 5240. Sorry. Also, I'm going to go into settings and do the audio and just click the things that it always is, but for some reason I have to click apply so that it actually comes through. Says I'm transmitting. There we go. Okay. Total tail strike on the building next to us. Whoops. They won't notice. Caffeine addict number 2. Heck yeah. Flight of 2. Flighty. Something. I don't know. Puns in there. Okay, so we call up Kansas City and we're like, hey. We're not like, hey. We say Kansas City Center. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 on the ground at 45 Kilo. Looking for our IFR clearance to Romeo Sierra Lima. And then they come back with Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Kansas City Center cleared to Romeo Sierra Lima as file. Climb, maintain 3,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 122.9er. Squawk 5240. Void if not off in 10 minutes. Time now. Oh. 0500. Contact with intentions. No later than 0510 or something. I don't know. And then we say back, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta. Clear to Romeo Sierra Lima. As filed. Climb, maintain 3,000. Expect 6,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 122.9er. Squawk 5240. Void if not off in 10 minutes. Time now, that's a T and an N, not an M. Time now, 0500 Zulu. Contact with intentions, because I can't even read my own shorthand. 050510. Yay, that went amazing. Okay, it looked for a second, it looked like Ducky was wearing the headset, and I'm so pleased. That was amazing and perfect timing. I hope you guys caught that. Whoa, there it is. You on the VATSIM? All right, so we got our clearance. Oh, we should put our squawk code in. 5240. Let me double check that. That's 780. 5240. Double checking. Oh my gosh. 5240. Okay. Oh yeah, all the other things we're supposed to do. Check. We're gonna start our taxi because we gotta go do our run up. I should get a oh. Okay, so we are there, so we'll have to back. Oh, we'll just back taxi to 16. There's a run up area. It appears. So, Hey, yo, how is it going? I hope you're well. Oh God, I'm taxiing here. Oh God, oh God. Yeah, that's right. You better walk. No, not there. What are you doing? I guess it was the lobotomy first. I was gonna say you walked around the wing for once, but nope, decided not. You messed up your MP. Oh no, should I know what that is? God damn. Manifold pressure? Oh God, hang on. It seems to be a free-for-all. So I guess we'll oh, maybe not. Maybe there is a taxiway over here. See, I usually have, yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. I usually have a airport diagram to deal with this. Okay. Sorry. Where are we? Minneapolis City. Minneapolis City County. Minneapolis City traffic. Oh, and I guess we'll go boom, so that we do the things we're supposed to do. Backtaxi 16. Oh, and let me know if you can hear me as well, if you're on VATSIM. Minneapolis City traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, Backtaxi 16, Minneapolis City. We put on our Landon light. We look both ways before crossing, I mean backtaxiing. Oh, it is a very skinny runway. As much as skinny. It'll be okay. I think we got this. It'll be fine. Check in our whoop and a whoop instruments. Oh yeah, I guess we could have pretended to call for our clearance after run up. Hey, look, it says 16. That's good. Oh. Oh, it's that sort of a run-up area? That is not what it looks like on the chart. There's fuel down here? Alright, we're taxiing in the grass. Oh, hey. Sorry. Oh, multiplayer. Okay. Too many acronyms. Or if you're a Brit, it could be a member of parliament. Yes, it could. That never ceases to amuse me. Amazing. Okay. So, we do our run up. I heard it.
This is Rogue 9 on Unicom. Can I get a radio check over?
5x5.
Hey, look at you.
Yay!
It can be heard clearly on stream. Over.
Finally. Thank you very much. Finally. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so again, that's what I did. That's what I had to do. Every time now I got to go into my settings in VATSIM and literally just click apply, even though I shouldn't have to do that. It's the same stuff, but that's okay. Running up. So fuel is on, trim for takeoff. Flight controls are up mine, up yours, and up ours, and come back to neutral. Plus shake it in the back. And then we take a look at our instruments and we run it up. Goes there. Whoop. Listen for that drop. Watch that drop back. Listen, watch that drop back. Oh no.
Mine, excuse me, over.
What? Oh, shh, shh, shh. You can't say that stuff on Unicom. That's why we don't hold a button. We're gonna bring mixture out a little bit, and then we had a little bit of a drop, so we're just gonna let that go for a little bit. This is why you don't get clearance until after you run up, or yeah, you're ready to go. So yeah, while that's hanging out for a little bit, I guess, yeah, that was one thing. And then I was gonna have just another day of flying, getting hours in, but I asked my student if he wanted another lesson. He's like, yeah, and I was like, all right, we can do another lesson. So I plan to have some flying in for myself and then have a lesson later another day. And when I woke up on that day, I checked my instructor schedule, who was doing his big boy pilot job, and he was coming to an airport somewhat close by, and I was like, well, I'm flying anyway, so I should go and see if I can go record him landing. Let's see if that worked. And back. Beautiful. All right. So there's that. We'll get in the air then, I guess. Green. Instruments. Flaps are up. Mixture, throttle, carb heat, trim, and fuel. Okins dokins. We're going to depart straight out. And then we're going to bop slightly leftwards. Couldn't help yourself. I mean, oh God, hello. Hi. I guess this is happening. Oops. We're going this. Oh God, we're going this way. My bad. I promise I don't do that in real life. All right. So we'll get in the air.
31 Delta, quick little reminder, you were actually accidentally on 122.9, not 122.8, over.
But we're supposed to be. Cause it's by the whatever the airport is now. I am correct, right? So the CTAF is 122.9er for Minneapolis City County. Yes.
I always thought it was 122.8, but I could be wrong, over.
I think that was a new thing that they implemented, is that now you actually go by whatever the airport is actually. So yeah, it is. It's a new thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is now. Okay, so we're taking off, departing 16 straight out, Minneapolis City.
This is why Hotel 31 Delta is your official source of instruction.
No, hey. We don't do these things on Unicom. You put these things in chat. All right. Minneapolis City traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, departing 16 straight out, Minneapolis City. You're gonna get me in trouble. CTAF, yes. Right, yes. That is, like, I mean, it's not something where they, like, tried it and then now they're like, no, we don't want to do that anymore, right? Speed is alive. Well, not alive. We're watching our speed. It is alive. Aha, it's alive. Oil pressure, temperature. Ducky is having a great time. Watching our speeds. Bringing it up.
Minneapolis City traffic, Cherokee 5077 Juliet, departing runway 16 straight out, Minneapolis City.
Hello. And then we would call up Kansas City, and we would say Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, Kansas City Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, just south of, oh frick, nope, that's not what you say. Just south of Minneapolis City, 1,700 climb 3,000. And then they would say, yeah, radar contact, cleared direct, Sierra Lima, November, no, cleared to, hang on, cleared to Russell Airport via Salina Vortac. Yeah, that. And then we would say, cleared Russell Airport via Salina. Vortac. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. What am I trying to do here? There it is. I didn't start my flight tracking. Okay. So then we would have to... There. So now we are 151. Definitely need to get our heading a little bit not there. Oh, and then they would also clear us to 6,000 as well. Found with VPilot and using CTAF ICAO code. Also for a flight, right? Do they have any weird ones where they like are not the same? I hope not. Yes, but many are still missing. Oh, 4 or 5 kilo is not in the CTAF. Oh, okay. So should I be using 1228 right now? I did not think about that. So is it based on whatever they have in the database? UTAF 4 flight will show us the TAF for KJFK. Fair, but you just the control tower frequency for CTAF. So do they just use 1228 for that then? All right, we're 5.4 nautical miles. We're gonna get our nose over to not quite south. Okay, so yeah, so it was like sort of last minute. Hey, I bet I could do this. Go see. Gosh darn it, freaking trim. See if I could go see, get my instructor's first, or not first landing, but get it filmed. Because I had gotten, so this was friendstructor. I got #1 instructor's, one of his landings I was able to go and get. So I was like, that would be a fun thing. But like, God dang it, as I was planning that, it was only then that I looked at the weather. Just pretend that you don't see these things. I looked at the weather and it was gonna be pretty freaking bumpy. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. I looked nearby as well, and I thought, you know, like I could always go somewhere else if I really needed to. So I was going to get the sturdier 172, but then somebody booked it. So I was like, okay, there's another 172 that I could go get, or I could just stick with the 150. And I ended up sticking with the 150, especially because I get to the airport, and it was gonna work out perfectly. I was gonna get there before he landed, but as I got to the airport to go get the plane to then go over that way, okay, hang on. We're coming up on our VOR here, so we're gonna have to swap in a second. Or not swap. Oh yeah, what should I be looking for? 260. 1.1. And now we get into that cone of confusion. And it is a little bit of a yeah, of a swap. So we're just gonna... Getting on to our next. We aggressively overshot. Dang it. All right, let me get back on course, then I'll get back to chat. I'm sorry. Oh, would you look at that? They are exactly the same. Do I cheat and look at Preflight? Do I cheat and look at Preflight? I wasn't gonna cheat and look at Preflight, and as soon as I decided I'll cheat a little bit and look at Preflight, that's when it decided to actually start coming in. All right, there we go. Get a little bit more in there. Cut it up to 6,000. Okay, all right, sorry. No, but many major airports have multiple oh, that's right. I did forget about that too. Gosh darn it. I don't know. I don't fly in those places. They're scary. Yes, suggest using CTAF IK if nothing, then use the chart for flight for reference. Okay. I will have to test that. Oh my god. Fighting the yoke. So .CTAF and then IKO. Okay. CTAF at 45K is 122.9 according to Preflight. Yes. Yeah, that's what I had. And yes, you see us both. Perfect. I will. I'll get out of the aircraft in a little bit. Once we get up to 6,000, we're actually properly cruising. We've got 20. I don't know what we actually have for mileage. We'll figure it out. Hello, how are you? I hope you are well. Welcome. I promise I fly better in an actual plane. Oh my god, look at it. It looks like Ducky is like up there on his pedestal just judging my abilities or lack thereof. Okay, 1 second. Coming up on our altitude. I think I need to readjust the, oh, also I need this. All right, so now we forward pressure, hold that altitude, bring that throttle back, not that much, there. All right, green, green, all of the things. Good. All right. You need to get up. Anyone off plus doesn't have a full suite of aircraft loaded in, hence floating fixed wing. So I probably should put something on the Discord where you guys can like put in like the aircraft that you want me to get so that you guys can actually see me or I can actually see you. You can see yourselves. Remind me. I'll forget. You got a GTN 750. So you're cheating a bit. Gosh darn it. I mean, technically we can get the GTN 750 as well, but it has not been good to us. So we'll just do that slant alpha life. Hello, how are you? The nutty trucker. That's fun. I like that. Don't even have to be connected to use the dot. Oh, to use the dot command in vPilot. That's nice. So I will. If you remind me, once I get off of VATSIM, well, if you do .CTAF and then the ICAO, that doesn't show up to anyone else, correct? Because of the dot. I still don't know how all this stuff works. 12:23 a.m. Here. Oh God, should I know that word? Calling. I'm sorry. With your cats while watching instruments. Yes, exactly. It sounds like a wonderful time. How many cats do you have? Are they adorable? I get to meet my friendstructor's dog next lesson. I'm really excited. What are you doing? I am going to go insane. Incidentally, Romeo Sierra Lima is not in the dot command CTAF as well. Oh, for the love. So wait, but will they get really angry if I use the actual ICAO codes? 5? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. It sounds like a cuddle puddle. 3 idiots and 2 nice ones. I mean, that balances out, I guess. That's awesome. All right, so we're somewhat stable. Yo! I mean, I see 2 of you, but technically that's only 1 of you. We're coming for you. Whee! Oh God. We're normal. We're doing the normal things. All the things we're supposed to be doing. Okay, yeah. So I did once I got to the airport to go pick up the plane to then go fly to where my where friendstructor was landing. I saw that they had moved up their landing time, their departure from where they were coming from, and their landing time. And I was like, no, I'm gonna miss it because they go 500 miles per hour, whereas I go about 50. I'm just kidding, like 90. And again, it was still gonna be bumpy. So I went through the pre-flight thoroughly but efficiently. I had been planning on getting fuel right away because I mean, I didn't want to have to worry about getting fuel, but I was like, I don't have time, so I'm gonna have enough to get there and get to somewhere else. But it was just I was gonna be like very overly conservative about it, but it did. It ended up working out. So I get in the air and I start flying, and it's bumpy. And I'm also talking with friendstructor, and he's like, well, I'm actually not going to be doing the landing. And I was like, well, what the and they were going to get there before me, but I was still going to be like, well, I'm going to try just cuz, like, I'm committed now. So they end up landing, and I'm like, well, shucky darns, I missed it. So I end up flying almost there, and I thought about landing, but the winds were pretty gnarly, especially for a 150. But just like 30 miles away, there was another airport, and I was like, well, I'll just land there and figure out what I'm doing next. So I landed and I went in. Well, first, I was gonna get fuel first, But there was I think it was a TBM at the fuel pumps. So I was like, all right, I'll park and then I'll like go in. And so I get up to the thing and I saw on it said to use the elevation. So I'm poking in the elevation. I have to find it first. Then I poke it in. I open the door. There's a couple of guys in there, and they're just like, "We were yelling at you. It's not locked." Like, oh, amazing. And then we were chatting a little bit, and one of them like made a joke that completely went over my head, and I felt so awkward about it afterward. But they were super nice. And then my instructor, yeah, he messaged me, and he's like, "So are you here?" I was like, "No, I couldn't make it in, and I only made it to like here." And he's like, "Well, I was gonna give you a tour," and I was like, "Well, now I have to go." So my brain immediately starts like, the gears are clunking, and I'm like, "Well, I get a courtesy car. It'll take me like half an hour to get over there." So I start booking it around. I ask the guys, "Do you got a courtesy car?" And they're like, "Okay, go talk to this guy." And I was like, all right. So I wander over to this hangar. I'm like, "Hey, is this guy here?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's me." And I was like, "Courtesy car?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's go." And we go, and it was it was a car. But good lord, this is terrible. Sorry, the spaghetti is real right now. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. There it is. Okay. We're getting back on track. Yeah, there was a sign on it that said, "If the car doesn't start, wiggle the lever." And among other things, like as I was driving, like you could hear a gear turning like as I sped up and stuff. So it did. It got me into my ferry flying mindset where it's just like, okay, what do I need to do? And then just do it. Oh, sorry. Same like VATSIM events. 3 serious pilots and 2 met. Okay, all right, sounds good. Fair enough. But everyone is fed and watered, yes, which makes them hopefully happy. Knows how to dequal. Oh god, I feel like I should know this. With ATC or humans. Like versus 10-4 versus Roger versus versus... Oh god. No! Are we here? I was having technical issues earlier, so I'm terrified that oh god. Well, also we're here, but we're not here. I am like not flying my best today, and that is saying something. You got the exact same pop-up. Okay, it's not just, oh man, it's yours too. Okay, successfully connected. Yay. Did you all get that as well? Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Oh my god. This is not going to be a fun one to debrief. Oh my god, I'm going to go insane though. All right, hang on. One thing I need to do. There. Okay, well, I hope it's only for Cessnas. Well, that's good because we're okay, back good. Damn it, your rotor wash broke the... No multiplayer server, apparently. You literally just took off when it happened. Oh, no. Well, but, I mean... Wait, so are we not... Oh, hello. There. So are you coming as well? We should figure out when we're... Oh, no. See, we're not... Oh, God. This is not the most efficient route. Not in the least. I don't understand. Sorry, we're getting back on track. Kind of. Okay, so yes, it was a trip. And then I got there and it was like they were in like the little crew lounge area, which I am not, is a new concept for me. And I was so nervous. I was like, am I allowed? But I did. I wandered in and friendstructor was there and he was with his captain. And so I met his captain and then I was able to go out and get a tour of the plane that he was flying, and he did all of his like checks for me, and it was really interesting. It was a lot, but it was so many things that are like similar concept but just smaller scale, and then just, yeah, in the bigger, more complicated, more complicated planes, they're just, yeah, just more thorough, and they branch out a bit more. I don't understand. Is that what it is? Oh, okay. I had to lean it. I don't fly this high usually anymore. My bad. Yeah, but it was really, really cool. And then I waited a little while, but then I had my lesson later, so I did have to get back. And so that was, the captain had flown that leg in, so friendstructor was going to be flying the leg out, but I wasn't able to get it. So hopefully another time. And then, yeah, went and did more pattern work with my student, and yeah, worked on go-arounds, and then did another landing. It was funny because like we had planned on doing go-arounds because he had a full day of work before that, so it was like adding new things and more involved things was just not gonna be good for learning. So our plan was to work on go-arounds and just like get him used to, like really get the pattern down, to where it was just him doing the things. And he did. He was, for the love of God. He did. He was getting it down a lot better. And then on one of the first pattern he did like pretty much on his own, where I was trying to not say anything, he was like set up so perfectly to just do the landing, and I was like, oh God, I really wish he could do the landing right now. And he told me afterward, he was like, oh, I kind of wanted to do that landing too. And I was like, right. And then we're like, so after we did the go around, we mentioned that, and I was like, well, do you want to try the landing? And he's like, yes. And then I had the thought as we were like in the pattern, it's like, oh gosh, now he's gonna be nervous though. And he did. He told me afterwards that he started to get a little bit nervous about it, but he just kind of plowed through it. And he did just fine. He got all set up and came down, and again, it was he just needed a little bit more of the flair in it. Otherwise it was really good, and he did it pretty much on his own. So yeah, so that was that again. Oh gosh, okay, hang on. Oh god, I'm sorry. Getting some gnarly wind on your end, really? Oh no. Well, I'll blame my IFR spaghetti on that then, I hope. Yeah? Does that sound okay? Are we all in agreement for this? Please ignore my stupid freaking altitude, as well as my track and everything else. Don't worry about you. Don't always stick with me, since it's hard to track a fixed wing with your rotorcraft. Okay, sounds good. But can always try. In the big leagues now. Oh no, I've got some time. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna ditch you to fly 777s around. Like, okay, here's the thing. I am actually looking forward to like big girl pilot jobs, so that I have a schedule, so that I don't like surprise you guys with streams, so that I can get back to having a proper schedule, so you guys know when it's happening and we can start reading again. So me ditching you to fly 777s, no, I would actually be able to spend more time, I think. Just, oh god, what did I say? Oh no, what did I say? Oh no. Oh, we're 30 nautical miles out. Might want to descend a bit. Yeah. We shall see. Well, you know what? Since you said that, we will. We'll do the things that we're supposed to be doing. Where is to cute? There. Ooh. I actually do want to wait. I do want to wait a little bit. I don't know what I want. So cute is after the runway. So I don't, I've never noticed, when does ATC actually say like, hey, let us know when you have the weather and the your approach request? Because usually for VFR you get the weather like 15 miles out. Affirmative on the blame. I don't remember what that was. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. It is. It's the caffeine is only helping a little bit. At some point we can swap over 47, 23, 24. Oh, so we can swap. Really? Oh, 78. That's what it is. Sorry. So 36 is when we can swap our VOR. You think you have the field in sight? Sweet. Try to move it out, throws it back in your face. Oh my god, what did I honestly, when I say things, I forget them. And again, oh, the coffee? No. I'm just saying, like, it's helping. It's better than it would be. I'm better than I would be. But it's just that level of that nothing can be perfectly. Nothing is a perfect cure. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. You got it? Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Blame it on the sim or something. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. I like to blame it on the sim. Because I fly actual aircraft. So I should be better than this. Not the caffeine addict part. See? I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm hardly flying this plane correctly. Well, but and that's the sorry, kind of backtracking a little bit. The friendstructor has been making a good what's the word? A good case for that company that he works for. So that was getting to see the plane was another one of those. Did I do that math incorrectly? 38. 39. Yeah, it's 39. Math. Flying a plane does not allow you to do basic math easily. So yeah, that was a good point in favor. So yes, then what flight controller am I using? Hello, how is it going? Are you talking about like my yoke? My yoke is a Logitech yoke and quadrant. My pedals are Thrustmaster, and then I have my Track IR Pro. And if that is not what you mean, please correct me, and I will attempt to give a more satisfactory answer then. As long as they treat you right, again, he really likes it there. And it does. It sounds really nice. It does. So I do. I think it would be a good one. So we'll see. But and that's the thing is, again, he and I had talked, and he ended up getting his 1,500 hours in like, he got his commercial and a bunch of other stuff. I think he got like his multi-engine, and his double I and stuff like that, kind of one right after the other with the CFI or something like that. And then within like a year and a half, he got his 1,500. And yeah, so that was a lot. And so we talked about it, and he's like, well, you do 20 hours a week and you get your 1,500 in a year. So that was the goal I was going for at first. And so it was, I wasn't making it. And it was kind of exhausting. So I have since decided differently, and that was because I planned to fly a big old long flight. I wanted to get my 500th hour in last week just to like have it done and be able to celebrate over the weekend, and then just kind of like not worry about milestones at all. So I went to go do my, it was going to be a nice flight. It was going to be a beautiful day. I was going to go and bop around to a bunch of airports. I got all dressed up for myself, and I was just going to go have a fun time and get my 500th hour, and it was going to be great. It's exactly what you mean. Yay, excellent. Thanks for taking the time to answer you. Yeah, absolutely. If you have more questions, I'll certainly try to answer those as well. But again, this is not instruction. Otherwise, if you're just enjoying the views, well, I guess we could like go like that for a little bit. This would be probably a little bit more enjoyable to use. Did we actually get the multiplayer back, or? Oh, yeah, we did. Hello! Why else? Oh, I was gonna say, why are you guys all the way over there already? And it's because I am not flying very well at all. That's why, I'm sorry. Congrats on the big 500. Thank you. I was excited, but also I'll go through it. Like I said, it was supposed to be a really fun flight, and then everything just went to words I can't say because I'm a idiot. Fancier than the big event? What do you mean? No, like, it was. I did. I've just been, because of the whole 20 hours thing, I was like, I did. You never know how the industry is gonna go. So it's like I got into a point of, I don't want to take too long. Like, for some reason, even just 2 years sounds like a long time. So just 1 year is like, okay, this time next year, I'm going to be getting to where I need to go and stuff. So I was like really focused on doing the instructing as well as trying to get my hours in and not really letting myself have fun with the things. So I was like, I'm going to take this time. I'm going to have fun. It's giving me the weather. So I probably should look at that now. Oh God, where's Russell? Oh. I don't see Russell. Am I missing it? There it is, found it. Kilo Romeo Sierra Lima, the 7th at 0453 Zulu, automated, 310 at 6 knots. So we will circle to 35. Oh, so are we using 122.7 or not? Let me know. There's no right traffic, so we'll do the left downwind for 3.5. Even though it would probably be a little bit better to do right downwind for 3.5 since we're coming in from the west. Not at all, you landed and skipped ahead to destination. Oh gosh darn it. Oh, even than I did on the MS Fest Twitch channel? I wore a dress. I did. And I don't typically wear dresses when I am going flying because it just becomes weird. Especially when I have to fuel. So the plan was to just not get seen by anyone, especially when I would have to fuel. This is, okay, so this is a point in low wing's favor. Are we? Yeah, not yet, we're getting there. But yeah, but like, and that's the thing, so I was like, I was even gonna like try to wear, not full heels, but like a boot with like a little heel. And when I got into the plane and I tried the rudders with them, and I was just like, no, I just don't want to be worrying about that. And I'm glad I didn't, because I flew for cross country and I was bopping around to different airports, and then all of a sudden I started to see weather moving through, and I was like, okay, that's not what I was expecting. So I start going one way to like try and get around it, and then I land and I get some fuel. Oh, but first, as I was getting there, I could see on Preflight that there was another plane like at almost the same altitude as me going directly in the same direction. So pretty clearly we were going to the same airport. and they were a little below me, so it's like they have the right of way, and they called up, said what they were doing, and I was like, yep, they're doing what I'm doing. And then I called up a little later, and yeah, said looking for traffic and all that. And once they decided they were going to go into a crosswind, and then I was like, all right, now I can see them, and yeah, I can see you, and we'll go into an upwind or a crosswind behind you and do that thing, and it was fine. And then yeah, then it was like, okay, I get back up into the air, and I'm like, I start trying to get around it again, and then I'm like, nah, I think if I go this way, that might be better. Because I wasn't actually sure if I was going to be able to make it back to my home, to the plane's home airport. So I was so again, plan A is to get back to the airport that I need to get back to. Technically plan A was more of the, I don't know, plans were happening. The owner of the aircraft, switching. So there and there. Except now we have to switch it. So 07 076. So yes, the owner of the aircraft actually lives in a different city. And he lives in a different city. And that's where that aircraft gets maintenance done. And I had brought it back from maintenance at one point. So I knew all of the things, like the hangar where I could store it potentially, where there was also potentially a car where I could actually get back to my own car and go home and then be able to take care of the airplane another day. So I started trying to go that direction for that plan. And then all of a sudden it started raining on me. I was like, oh no. So I decide there's like an airport almost like a few miles from me. So I quickly switch to that frequency and I make my call and I say I'm going for this runway. I didn't get to get the weather, but every other runway around had been going one direction. So I assumed. So I make my call. I wanted to get the call in because it was so close to the airport. I make the call and I start looking up the weather to like make sure. And somebody comes on the radio and they're like, hey, this person landing at this airport. Any particular reason you're going there? Wait, why am I going 070? Oh my God. I thought about this and then for the love. See, I knew that, but it seemed right and then it was. Right? Hang on. Why am I? Yeah, no, that's correct. But it's 246 is what we want. Right? Minus or plus 2 minus 2, 256 words. Okay, there. Also, so yeah, any particular reason you're landing there? And I was like, oh, for the love of God. So I was like, all right, rechecking the weather. I checked the weather. It is the complete opposite direction. And I'm like, correction, left upwind for this runway. And it's just like a little click, click. And I was like, for the, like, of any of the times that I make a call that's that awful, like that's that wrong, there's somebody on the ground to pick it up. I'm pretty sure it's on the ground. I'm not sure actually. So yeah, anyway, embarrassment. Oh, sorry. And I'm sorry, did I answer? Are we there yet? Not quite. We're getting there. And but also I am flying just the worst. So I'm adding so much more time than I need to be. You'll see it. You'll see it on the map. 122.7 is CTAF on your chart there. Right. But we were talking earlier about how okay, so if I do the .CTAF with the ICAO in the VATSIM, in the V pilot, will that show up to other people? It doesn't, right? Because it has the dot. I would like confirmation before I try it. I assumed, I know, like, and again, I usually don't, but it was like, I had everything dialed in for the further airport. And I was just that close to that airport that I didn't quite have time to get everything together. And like I said, it was so close that I wanted to make sure that if anybody else was around, that I was letting them know that I was there. And that's why we do it, so people can be like, hey. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah. So I landed there, and I was looking at stuff, and I was like, you know, I could either go north, or I could go the other direction. And so I like get up in the pattern and I say close traffic, and I kind of like make a decision. Well, am I going this way or am I going this way? And I'm like, okay, I start going this way, but then I'm like, nah, I might be able to go this way. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep going this way. And then because there's another airport over here, so I'm basically airport hopping, trying to get back to my airport. And the one thing is like, it wasn't like bad weather. It's just I'm really conservative about weather. But I felt like this was a good time to like push myself a little bit more. So it was not quite. It was nerve-wracking at the time, but it was definitely good experience. So I ended up getting to this other airport, and I was gonna just land, but then I was like, okay, it seems okay now, so I'll take off again. And I start taking off, and I start going in the direction I want to be going in, and it starts raining again. So I was like, okay. So I turn back, and I land at that airport again. And I'm sitting there for a while, and it's still drizzling. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go inside, charge my iPad, because that thing was dying as well. We're looking for 18.1 for cute. So yeah, so I went inside and I'm watching the weather and I'm like looking at the radar and I'm looking at TAFs, and all the TAFs are different than it was forecast before, and I'm really upset about it. But I'm like, okay, if I'm stuck here, I'm stuck here. But then it seemed like it opened up just a little bit. I was like, all right, booked it back to the plane, and I started going. And it started raining again while I was on my way, but I'm like, you know what? I can do it. I can do this. Cause like I asked my friendstructor afterwards, and I was like, okay, so like how much rain is okay? And he's like, could you see? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, then you're fine. and that was kind of what I felt. Like I was being a little bit of a baby about it, but yeah. So it was. I did. I got through it, and I landed. And I was spent, and I got the number of hours that I needed, and then I was done. Only I will see the CTAF. Okay, I will do that. .CTAF. Oh wait, you told me that. It's not even in there. So are we supposed to... Did I get an answer to that question and I forgot? What frequency are we using? I'm going to use 122.7 unless otherwise told. Speaking of. Oh, yeah. I don't...
Traffic, Cherokee South 077 Juliet, 1 mile final, runway
35. Damn, it was a takeoff! Potentially. I mean, we've...
Cherokee South 077 Juliet, 1 mile final, runway 35, Russell.
Oh, yeah, because we're, like, up above. Death from above. We've still been flying. This is still the same flight. Did we land at Russell already? No. Where are we going now? We're still going to Russell. I will. I'll show you my horrendous, absolutely horrendous track, which added so much more time than was necessary. So yes, I'm sorry. We're getting out to CUTTE, and then we'll start descending. I don't know if I said we're approaching our initial approach fix-ish. And then we got our weather. But yeah, at some point, ATC would have been like, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, Kansas City Center. Let us know when you have the weather at Romeo Sierra Lima and tell us which approach you would like. Then we'd say Kansas City Center, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. We have the weather at Romeo Sierra Lima, requesting VOR DME Alpha via CUTTE. Then they'd say you can expect that. And then at some point they would say maintain at or above probably like 3,000. Sorry, 4,000. 3,700 until established on the... Probably remain above 4,000 until established on the approach, because then we can get down to 3,700 for the procedure turn. Ah. And then we'd say expect VOR DME Alpha via CUTTE, and then cleared for VOR DME Alpha.
Traffic, Cherokee 5077 Juliet, clear runway 35, Russell.
I do gotta work on my ATC abilities, and I mean for doing that for students. Speaking of, I thought I was done with stories, and then I did. I had family stuff and an event over the weekend, so that was fun after a long day of airport hopping and weather stuff. So then I also had a lesson with instructor, with friendstructor, and I was able to get recurrent, yay! And we did 3 approaches, and it wasn't, the wind, it was a little bumpy, and it was like higher winds up higher. So it was a little challenging, but I did not do as bad as I definitely could have, and have in the past. Getting back into it. And oh yeah, one of the things that friendstructor told me was when you're doing ATC for instrument students, you don't make them do VFR calls during instrument approaches. So you only make them talk to ATC when they're doing actual instrument communications. So when you're doing like the VFR, we're coming up 0.7, and then we have our initial approach fix. When you're doing when you're coordinating with ATC for the practice approach, you don't make the student do that. You do that yourself. So that was an interesting thing that I did not think of. Of course I identified the, oh my god, I forgot. I mean, yes, absolutely. We did. Yes. Oh god, are you telling me something? Did I mess something up? 18.1, we're gonna descend. Whee! Start the timer for 2 minutes. See, and again, it's like, it's stuff like I know that, but I forget. It's been a while. More supply! Yay! Don't eat yellow snow. Oh no! I think it's a wonderful tip. It's something you don't want to do. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was good. I felt a lot better about it, which again, surprisingly, because it had been a lot recently, and I thought it was going to be a lot more of a struggle, but it ended up being okay. Just got to keep at it. And now I can, when I go out and practice and do my own flights, I can actually do practice approaches on my own. Because I am instrument rated. I just wasn't current at the time, so it wouldn't have been legal to file and stuff. So yeah, so that'll be fun. Get back at that. 2 minutes. We got 30 seconds. And yeah, I think that's it for the stories. Yeah. So yeah, now we're on the approach. Doing the things. Coming down to 4,000. We can continue our descent in the procedure turn. 3 more seconds. All right, so now we turn to 301. Oops. Standard rate. Oh, I got more. There were some things like the HSI. I haven't used it all that much, so there were things that I was confused about and weren't as easy in my brain, as available in my brain as my old instrument equipment, the stuff that I trained instruments with. So that was good to get that down a little bit better. "37 seconds, 20 more seconds." And yeah, and that's the thing too, because 10 seconds, well, 13. 4,000, so we can get down to 3,700, so. There's 1, so now we make a left turn, standard rate to 121. I was saying something and I completely forgot it, so I'm sorry. Restroom break, yes. Gotta get those restroom breaks when you can, because sometimes you can't. One of these days we'll drop it with a K when flying to from A, B, A, and C. I should know these things. I'm sorry, let me look at it again when I'm not doing all of the things, and then maybe. I'm so sorry. King Air, when flying to from APA. I should know that. Oh God. Oh my god. And then we're supposed to do that. This is why we have situational awareness, kids. My god. We're gonna have a lot to talk about for this dumb freaking panel. Panel shows the same info, just in different formats. I don't remember what that's for. Hello, how's it going? Sorry, that was probably not the best greeting. Hello, how is it going? I hope you're well. Welcome to this disaster. Yes, we are on the... Sorry. Happy to have you here. I apologize. We're on the approach. We're vaguely on the approach right now. Working our way back into it. 3,700, we can get down to 3,500. Ain't no kid, you a real boy. Oh, right. But it's, I don't know, it sounds funny when I say it. Oh god. Nice turn. If you're being sarcastic, yes. If you're being genuine, thank you. But yes, this is not my best work. I promise. You're pretty good. Good. Excellent. I am quite exhausted, and so therefore I am flying like the worst. The absolute worst. But otherwise, pretty okay. Pretty good otherwise. Feels sometimes it is that way. You got lost in an approach for 30 minutes because it was being buggy. Oh no. Well, see, at least it wasn't your fault though. This is definitely all of my fault. And we'll go over it on LittleNavMap when we're done. Oh god, so 3,500, looking for 18.1. Oh, we also need to be doing shoot. Oh, frick. Math. 21.9er minus 10 is 11.9er. Minus 5, we're gonna do a 5 miles west. We'll enter a left downwind for 3.5. 3,500, okay. Oh god, where are we? Russell. Russell traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, 5 miles west at 3,500. We'll enter a left downwind for runway 35. Russell. 18.1, we're about a mile from it, so we'll go like that. Drop it down, get in that white arc. Want to maintain that 3,500 though. Get back on that on that line. No. 18.1, so now we can descend to 2840. And then, shoot, elevation, 1864. So 2864, we say 1,000. Yes, so that's sort of what instructor taught me today, is like the 1,000 foot is for when you make sure you're stable. So basically pattern altitude. 2840. So are we stable? Kind of. And that was by 20.2. 21.9 is what we're looking for, but 2240 is our so we're good there. So 2240 we can get down to. So once we get down to that, we'll look out and hope to see the runway. While we don't want to do more than 1,000 feet per minute. You know what? We'll go like so that we can freaking get some flaps in. And then 100 feet above. Oh, we're 500 feet, 2240. Okay, looking. Yay! Okay, so now we're visual. So, Russell traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, left downwind 35 Russell. Oh God. Oh God. Hello? 1 second. I'm trying to make a proper land.
Great, Heidi.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you said. Okay. Hang on. We might be landing on the grass because I can't see. Oh God. Whee! Oh God! No! Almost saved it. Almost saved it. Almost saved it. Saved it, kind of. That was the worst. Okay, so I'll say... Oh my God! Okay, that was not good at all. However, we did not crash. Barely. Couple things. Thank you for the follow, Nikita Koya. Oh God. You didn't see anything. So, couple things.
That was a beautiful landing.
Thank you. Thank you. I know, it was quite, I'm assuming. I can't even imagine what it looked like from the outside. Yeah, so one of the things that instructor and I, we're just having a couple good landings today, aren't we? One of the things that instructor mentioned was especially for the circle to land. Like, if you're getting down to minimums, and okay, this isn't something that he mentioned, but like just theoretically, where the heck is the taxiway? Oh, it is all the way up here. Oh, I didn't even say final or anything. I'm sorry. Well, because there was very little final there. That was just like yeah, out and around and down and all over the place. Russell traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, clear of runway 35 Russell. Oh my God. A big old yes, I know. Oh shoot, sorry. I'm sorry. That was the absolute worst. Oh my God. Oh no. I promise I do all this stuff in the actual plane. It is not in the brain waves for the sim, but I promise I do. Okay, sorry. It's alright, you're relaxed. Playing I was the best. You should see the taxiway shenanigans. Nice. I bet. Yeah, like, but again, I do. I feel a little bit bad just because, like, I do actually fly in real life, and I am an instructor. This is not instruction, and this is not the way that you do things in real life. We are able to do things that you would not otherwise do in real life in the sim. So do not take this. Did I turn that off? I did not turn that off, did I don't know. So yeah, exactly. Have not seen that strategy before, but you respect it. Oh God, I can't remember what I did. I don't know what it was for, but yeah. Do I fly the 152 in real life? The 150. So I mean, slightly different, but yes. It is a fun little plane. How's it going? It is a fun plane. And the 172 I used to fly my home airplane was very similar to this layout, and that's why I started flying it. But this one is upgraded, so if you do not have The C-152, WB Sim JP Logistics 152. Get it, get Ducky, get the iPad, all the good things. Walks out of the FBO with armfuls of cookies. Yes. That's awesome. There was one time when I was doing a ferry flight and I wasn't able to get like a whole lot of food or a lot of time to get much food. And they're like, go ahead, take some snacks. And I was like, really? And they look at me, they're like, yeah. I was like, oh. And I grabbed a muffin. So yes, armfuls of cookies. Definitely the way to go. That was, who is in the helicopter? It's Corin. I called you out. Aviate, navigate, communicate. Yes. We vaguely aviated. Navigated just enough to get where we needed to go and didn't fully communicate. You've flown the 747 for 45 years. You're now going to fly it the exact way. Yes! You've seen it done tonight. Definitely give us the updates. Let us know how that goes. You're kidding. You're a stoner college dude. That was sarcastic. Okay. I mean, anything is true if you believe it hard enough? Question mark. For your compliments are genuine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I always have to say this. At some point, I need to put it on a t-shirt. I fly better in an actual plane. I promise. I do. So, yes. I am going to be going forward in a little bit, I think. So, should I, or should I like start going and then you'll like pop up? Is that what's gonna happen? Should I do like the 3, 2, 1? Oh. Do I want to call you out? Let's talk about my 50-degree bank right above the 1K foot marker. You have no proof of that, except for the VOD and stuff. Hey. I've got nothing. Oh, sorry. I'll try to be, I realized I was going a little bit too fast. I'm sorry. Oh, parking. Yeah, it was actually kind of nice because like later after my lesson, my instructor messaged me and he was like, "Hey, I was gonna say, it's been pretty cool like seeing you gain more confidence in the cockpit. Like, you're a completely different person than you were when we first started training." And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And then I had to like think back and I was like, oh my god. I've definitely come a long way. And I had to remind him because I remembered it. When like the first time we met and we were gonna go fly, I said, I'm a big baby about all of these things. Weather, ATC, new aircraft. And like that is one of the things that I need to work on. Woo! Look at us. Oh, I can't. Gosh darn it. Okay, I can only go this way. That was one of the things that I needed to work on, and it has. Like, he's been such a big part of that. Getting me to where I am today. And I'm really grateful for that. And it's really nice to be able to look back and be like, I would have never done some of the things that I have done. And at that time, I didn't quite see myself being at this level. So like at some point there's levels beyond that I probably can't see myself being at either quite yet. So yeah. Anyway. Oh god, I'm sorry. I am. I'm getting to a point. So, just taxi through them. I was going to, but I also wanted to give a chance. Simulator is different because you can't feel anything. Yes, exactly. That's kind of what you like about flying ILS in the simulator, because it trains you to learn the process is better without sensory input. That's super interesting. Yes, absolutely. And that is, I've used the simulator throughout my training, like since the beginning. I started working on like the sim stuff even before I got started on my training. But yeah, it's been a part of it throughout that journey. And one of the things that like I've found is it is really good for the procedures, for the flows. It does and can. You're rocking. Is that like a little trick? I like that. You look really excited. Yes, for the procedures. Oh yeah, I think that's why I went in, because I couldn't hear myself think. Sorry. It's good for the procedures and like the flows, but the actual flying, it is different. And yes, it doesn't have that sensory stuff, so it does kind of throw you off a little bit in the actual plane. So being able to like disengage and like distinguish between the two is really good. But yes, absolutely, all of those procedures are really good. The IFR stuff is, yes, perfect. Keep me trapped there forever. I mean, there was grass on both sides. Sorry I've been intoxicated. Your apologies for being obnoxious. Oh no, you haven't been obnoxious. You're just being conversational. No worries. What's my favorite plane? I don't know. My home airplane. I get so happy. Like I've been out flying. So my home airplane and home airport are over here, and then I started training over here at, I guess now, which is my work airport and my work airplane. But I'll be out flying around with either students or by myself, and I'll hear my home airplane, and it'll just make me so happy and a little sad because I haven't been back and flown her in a while. So yeah. One of the first things that airline ground school teaches is give yourself a fab ride and the passengers will be well taken care of. Again, I am like, I have no intellectual capacity. So I feel like that on one hand it could be sarcastic, but on the other hand, it could be legitimate. I am sorry. I apologize. I'm almost spent. Another trick. That's awesome. Oh, so sorry. That just reminded me. So again, friendstructor has been doing, that's so freaking cool. Can you do, is rotor strike an issue like prop strike is? Ever? I mean, not like ever, but like to that degree. And so he's been doing big boy pilot jobs, so he hasn't been flying the small plane. So he did a pattern and a landing first before we went and did our stuff to make sure he could still do it. And it was a crosswind landing. And he did. He was so happy afterwards because he was like, I had that thing on the one wheel for like 300 feet. And I was like, oh, I couldn't even like have sassy, sarcastic CFI things. Cause I'm a CFI now too. It was beautiful. Yes, the rotocrafter of the group. Thank you. Refused to board a helicopter. They're fun though. Yes. Always excited to be swimming with me. Thank you. You too. I mean, it is always an adventure, isn't it? What if someone accidentally ejects the seats? Oh no! I think you have worse problems then, right? Is that the thing? Is always a possibility the way you, well, yes, the way you rotocraft I was talking about. In reality. Other leg. You hate holding patterns so much. They can be. be, but they don't have to be. You see? Oh, the wisdom is flowing today. All right, I am. I'm sorry. I'll put it in park for now. How do you put this in park? It's a radio light. Oh God, parking brake this thing. Oh God, I have nothing left. Like, I say my brain is mush after like every single flight, but it's yeah. So we're gonna look at LittleNavMap, and you will see like this is the worst flight entirely. Are you ready? Especially ones without autopilot. Yes. I haven't done full holds in a while. I'm trying to remember. I think my instructor, I think he had me do one the first time I had to get recurrent after. Oh, hey, where did the thing go? Oh, that's why. Oh, I wasn't gonna do that yet. Dang it. Sorry, whatever. He gave me like a really mean holding pattern because like a fun flight, when I'm like, oh yes, I would like to do a fun flight, but also get instrument current, he takes it as he wants it, like I want it to be fun for him, and so he tortures me. But yes, there were like, we talked about like doing the holding pattern when it's like a non-published holding pattern and stuff, and there's like easy ways to do it, but also you need to practice it, and yeah. And there's like all sorts of like wind correction things if you don't have a GPS, and yeah. Always enjoy seeing me dive bomb a runway like I'm in a B-52. I mean, like, I started out my training apparently doing turns in the traffic pattern like a fighter pilot is what my instructor actually said at one point. So I guess it's never worn off. How do I put this in park so the person who teaches people how to fly? Okay, have you guys heard the story about me having to drive a Tesla? So I had a ferry flight, my very first ferry flight. So all the sorts of things are new. I'm sorry, off topic, but it's relevant to what you said, and I guess what I said. Because apparently I just have an issue with parking things. So, I have a ferry flight. I have to ferry this plane. The owner has it. He wants it ferried. He needs it ferried. So I ferry it, and then I airline back. And he leaves his car at the airport for me, and I get there. Well, he texts me and he says it's a Tesla. Okay, I have to go drive a Tesla. And so the thing is it is an app. You unlock it, I can't even remember, you open the doors, you start the thing, you put it in, I don't, but it was all an app, and there are so few buttons, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm like, again, after the ferry flight, the ferry flight mindset is just, you do the things, you get it done. So I figure it out, I get on the road, and he's like, hey, come pick me up, and I'll drive you to the airport that you started at so you can get your car. So I'm okay. So I drive to his house, and I get in the driveway, and he's there, and I put my foot on, I stop, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the thing in park. I'm moving the lever to pee, and it's not moving. I mean, to pee on the, to park. P for park. I'm moving the lever, and it's not doing anything. It's not parking. And I can't figure out how to open the door or roll down the window so I can ask him and say, help me. And he's laughing at me because I'm like, how do I park it? And yeah, and then he laughs at me and he points, and there's a button, so you got to press the button on the lever in order to put it in park. How is that logical? Anyway, so yes, I have an issue with parking things. Oh, it's the wind that gets you. Okay, and so that's the thing, is I recall during my training going over wind correction stuff, and it was like you add on the outbound leg, You do something, you add this many degrees, and then on the inbound leg, you do this many degrees, but like it's different for some reason. I don't know. So yes, I am gonna have to go over that at some point. And I will be, because again, I'm doing my double I. I'm starting to work on my double I, so I will be better at understanding the wind stuff, and I will be able to be a study buddy for such things. Not instruction, study buddy. We can discuss the things. Oh God, what is it? Is it of me? It's of me. Do I need to watch it on stream? I did kind of jump on the run. I did. Oh gosh. Use 11, but no. Ladies do not. Gentlemen on the. Okay, never mind. Sorry. You're wondering what exactly happened with that tall bump on the last leg down there. Okay, yes. All right. Okay, here we go. We'll go over this quick. And then we'll see if I really want to rewatch the disaster that was that landing. Okay, so we taxied. There was a taxiway, so I didn't see the connection here, so we taxied on the grass, which is fine. And we back taxied. And then we did our run up, and then we took off. And then we went to the VOR, kind of. We got a little bit far out there. And then this was just a disaster. I was trying to hold my altitude, and then I got turned around, and all of a sudden I wasn't flying in the correct direction at all, even though I was looking at my CDI. But yes, that was I do not have, like, I'm not even S-turning. That's like freaking witch nose coming out. I don't know. Yes, and then continued S-turning along, like, again, not even S-turns, just full-on, gonna ride that wave. Then got here. Again, we're supposed to be on a radial here, a VOR, and here's the thing, here's the, like, almost, not the worst part, but yeah, it's not good. So, we're supposed to come across here, and then the procedure turn is supposed to be on this side of the radial. This side of the radial. And we're fully and completely on this side for the entire thing. So we did. We started off here, and then we went like that. But, like, the procedure turn itself isn't horrendous. But its placement and literally everything else is not. So, yeah. So then we got way over here, so we had to go back over here and then go this way. And then we got a little too close to the runway, and then did what we are probably going to see in a little bit. We're going to ignore that. I mean, you know what? That's the least of our worries. We taxied into the grass. Whoops. And then we almost perfectly, we're on center line to go and park. What else do you do? Oh my God, not for the love. I'm going to take away your clipping privileges. Almost got, no, shh. That was funny. Yeah, no, don't get me canceled. Just, I know, flying a straight line, I can do that. That's the thing. In a plane, I have no difficulties doing that. But the sim, for some reason, I don't know. You used to care about the grass. Now you just taxi in a straight line to wherever your runway is. Well, and that's the thing. My home airport is grass. So it's like, that's my home. It's my home. So you can take the, I don't know. We're going to leave that. You called you your landing. That was one thing. And it was a little tee-hee. Now you're shaming me in public. Saying that all the time. Yes, I do. I that is fair. Although it is, I do. I've thought about that, like, at my work airport. I could just, like, You could just taxi in the grass. But I'd be so nervous because it's like it's not meant for the taxiing. So you never know if there's like holes somewhere or, I don't know, trash or stuff like that. So I do still actually avoid it in real life. So alrighty then. We're going to shut down. Oh, we would cancel Kansas City Center Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Cancel on the ground at Romeo Sierra Lima. Cancel IFR. They'd be like, see ya. We'd be like, see ya. Squawk VFR and see ya. Squawk VFR and see ya. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Okay. Shut down. Shut down. So now we do our ELF, our ladder bookend for our post-flight. I gotta do my post-flight. So we do our electronics first. Our lights. I gotta be able to see my stuff. Off. 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 And then we do our liquids, which is our throttle. Cut our mixture. And then we do our flow, which is make sure that's off and that's off. And it doesn't give us our thingy. And then we can take our parking brake off. And then I am doing the things. Ah, there. Oh my god, I'm spent. Convince you that fuel should not be pronounced fool. Fuel. I would have to look into the word origin. Fool. For some reason, I feel like fuel saves time than fool. I don't know why. Just kind of rolls a little bit better. Could pull a Harrison Ford to just take off from the taxiway? We could. Definitely could. Cancellation received. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's fun is that your name starts with an N, so you can be... Oh, that's perfect. November Kilo Tango Alpha 175. That's awesome. That would, because, yeah, mine's... Yeah, November Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, so it kind of throws off the aesthetic. That's okay. Yours is perfect. Yay. That's fun. Okay. Yes. We did the things. Goodbye, friends. Thank you for flying with us. I was trying to get the name tags to show up, but it's refusing to do so. I'm sorry. So, au revoir. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. You can say aloha for both hello and goodbye, right? Yeah, I think so. Aloha. All right. Main menu. We'll get some pretty music going. For a little bit. Oh my god. My ears. Raid out, yes, we shall. We shall. I'll get rid of all this stuff. And then I'll go take a look-see. Good night, good night, good night. You as well. Thank you for being here. It's always good to see you. Yeah, again, for now, I will try to be getting the streams in as early in the week as possible, but it really is going to depend on whatever schedule works out for my students and myself and weather and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's just why it is. It's I wish I could be more like earlier with scheduling, but I don't always know my schedule until, yeah, a bit later. So yeah, at some point. You're trying to get your rotors to stop in time. I'm sorry. Next time. Next time. Wish you could do more VFR flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it's hard in Simulator. And also, you're only free at night. What do you mean? You can turn the time to daylight. Or is that not your issue? It is definitely harder in the simulator, but I mean it's still fun. It's still fun. What stage do I live in? Oh, I don't say that. I'm sorry. I do. I try to keep as many things private as possible. Just cause you never know. Oh, and we did do the CTAF. We did test the CTAF thing. Okay, all right. So I will hopefully remember how that works next. Mondays, Tuesdays, or Thursdays work best for you. Excellent, because those are the ones that work best for me. Or Sundays. It depends on how the weekend goes. So yes, our usual days are used to be Tuesdays, but now it's just whenever I can get that I can actually get the stream in. Go like so. So yeah, to anyone who is new to the stream, yes, we do. We used to stream on Tuesdays, but right now it is just trying. We get the stream in when we get the stream in, and I'll let you know on Discord. I apologize, not apparently not always until just right before the stream. I will try to be better about that, but obviously no promises. I'm sorry. So yeah, so there's that. We got the Discord. Put your furry creatures, your scaly creatures, your many-legged creatures, all of the cute creatures in the menagerie. We got literature stuff, movies, music, media, aviation, of course, general stuff. Yeah. All the stuff in there. And then yes, of course, the stream updates. Crazy hearing me use the words my students, what a progression. I know, it's still weird to say as well. So yeah, it does. It hits me sometimes where I'm like, I look back and I'm like, when I first started, I did not want to be an instructor just because of like the massive amount of responsibility. And I am enjoying it, but there's still milestones that need to be overcome. And yeah, it's still just like a lot. A lot of things that still need to happen. So I'm trying not to think about those things too much until they actually happen. So yeah, that is. Wasn't I just showing you my home airport? No, we just pick a random departure airport and then like at least 50 nautical mile distant other airport within a we do VATSIM. We were on VATSIM. We try to get ATC. But again, especially because I'm so late, usually people aren't on or they go offline by the time we actually finish our pre-flight planning. So yeah, it's just kind of we go where the ATC goes, and then the ATC goes, and then we just go. So yeah, so it's random. You can only fly at night, so you have to fly IFR. No, forbidden against nature. Okay, that's fair. No, you can fly VFR at night. You can absolutely fly VFR at night. It's one of the things we learn as private pilots. Sundays work for you as long as it's like 11 p.m. Eastern or later. It typically ends up being So perfect. I am. I'm glad that works then. You've been delivering for oh my God, has it been 2 years? Holy. You don't even know my address. Yes, I do. I try not to. I try not to. You mod for a streamer that gives you 0 warning and has no schedule. Excellent. Okay, perfect. So it's not just me. I'm ahead of the curve. Yes, perfect. You'll be back on, but can't join any more Discords right now. Absolutely fair. And I will say, I'm also not good at keeping up with it. I apologize. So yeah. Sure, doing the awesome is bestest source of instruction. I am trying. I am absolutely trying. Like I told my instructor today, like I still wish I was better, but like that's just the way that it goes. So I'm just trying not to think about that too much and just keep doing the best that I can and keep bettering myself as well. So yeah, that's hard. It is daunting, and I've said this a lot. Like I can be a big ol' baby about it. But it is. They're super nice, and as long as you're trying and you kind of know your stuff, not kind of, like, you know your stuff, you make a mistake, that's fine. But yeah, yeah, just do your best, and the more you do it, the better you'll get. So, can fly VFR over the ocean at night. That I guess I'm not sure. Guess technically stars and all that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fair. Ironically, he's a pilot too, but he's a big boy F-16 pilot. That is. Ooh, that's fun. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, I like that. Like how much attention I get to each comment. It's really nice. Well, excellent. I do. I like to, because I mean, you guys put it in there, so I assume that it is important, and so I'm going to treat it as if it is important, because it is. I do miss things, however, so I do apologize, especially when I am like this, because I am. It's been a long few days, long week, long lots of things, and I do think that I might be coming down with something. So it's we are, and it is. It's very late for me as well. So it's about that time. So whoever got lost and found their way here or found their way back, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for the follows. Thanks for flying along. I think that's all the things. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I didn't mean to. Brain is mush. Appreciate you putting up with me and my shenanigans and my at times not so great flying. I can give you guys a couple of options here, actually. We got VATSIM. Or we have flyings. What are we into? Or what are you guys into? Because I gotta go to bed. You don't watch big streamers because there it feels like people are just throwing their comments out into the ether just for the hope of getting recognized once ever, and you're just not into that. Right, that you like to talk to people, and that's why I like streamers like me. Thank you. Yes, and I do. Like it has we have grown, and sometimes it is. Sometimes it does get to be a lot, but I still do try. I do try to catch everything. And yeah. So I do. I like where we're at. So it is. It's nice for me too that I get to chat with you guys this way. You found your way here and have been trapped ever since. Yes, that's exactly the way we like it. Once you're here, there is no escape. That sounded like a little more violent than it needed to be. I'm sorry. Delirium level 8. That's it. Okay, I'll take it. Out of 6. Sorry for the long comments, no worries. You type really fast, they tend to build up. That's okay, that's okay. VATSIM would be fun. Get on VATSIM and ask controllers for a P factor check. Okay, so VATSIM, so it's a oh god, where'd it go? It's a VATSIM controller. Oh no, where'd it go? VATSIM controller. So you get to see all the tiny planes on the screen, or on the little radar thing, whatever they have, whatever it's called. Ask it to each and every one of them. No, absolutely not. Earlier, B407 brought up mental thoughts of being trapped here, talking about you trapping the taxi. Oh, yeah, that's right. Grant mercy and not clip that extra aggressiveness. Thank you for once in this stream. Okay. Teeny tiny plans. Okay, let us go. We go to teeny tiny plans. Oh, sorry. I have to get to my. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to click. I'm sorry. I promise I'm getting things where they're supposed to go. Yes. So, did I do my? I thought I did my outro, kind of. Whoever got lost and found their way here, found their way back. Thanks for being here. Put it up. Yeah, I did say all of that. Yeah, all of that stuff. This rating, and yeah, yeah. So again, it will. I'll let you know when I'm going live on my Discord. I'm sorry about the schedule right now, but tis what tis for the moment. But yes, I'll try to have it early in the week. I will try to have it like earlier in the day as well, so I'm not so much like this, but it's just, yeah, we're working through things. So yeah. Anyway, we're getting to the raid. Have a wonderful time. Spread the love. Hope to see you again soon. Until next time, all the good things. Good night. And yeah, have fun. Thank you. And bye.